Hey, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how to do this vintage or retro design with the thick shadow. And excuse me, before we start, I'll show you my inspiration for it. If you type in retro t-shirts, you can see, or you will see the trend of like this wavy or curly looking fonts like this and this. And what you'll notice is the deep offset shadow, the drop shadow, like in this one, in this honey one, like over here where it says the 70s. And um and that was on Etsy, and on Pinterest you'll see the same. So today I'm going to show you how to create that thick off shadow and how to do it in Canva. So let's go back to our Canva page or tab, and I'm going to start with a square canvas. Click on custom size. I normally use 2000 by 2000 pixels, but lately I have been using 1800 by 1800 pixels. So the bigger the pixel size, the more space it will take up. So I just wanted to bring it down a notch from 2000. So I use 1800. Okay. So blank canvas, the first thing I'm going to do is add a text box, and I'm going to have this say something generic. I'm going to have it say good vibes. I'm not worried about the text size right now or where it's positioned. I will fix that later. I just want to move it up to because I need some space. So once you type in the word that you want, you can select the text box and change the font by clicking this drop down arrow. The one that I'm going to use today is Lobster. I actually want this G to be uppercase. You can, there are several out there. You can research the retro font that you like. So Lobster is one. This one is called Funkies. If you look up here, the name pops up in this box. And then this one's called Antique Cherry. But these are all, so this one is called Vintage Party. But I'm going to use the one that's included in your Canva subscription, which is Lobster. The others we downloaded. And that's another benefit of having Canva Pro, is that you can upload custom fonts or fonts that you downloaded. So here I have my text. I'm going to change it to this color right here. I'm just going to use our brand colors for this tutorial. And then I'm going to click Control D to duplicate it. I need 2, and I'll just set this here for now. Okay. Going to select the text box again and add an effect. And I'm going to do this, well, when you select the text box, this toolbar will pop up. You're going to click on effects, and then I'm going to choose this shadow style. Once you click on it, you see there you can customize it even more. You see the drop shadow is on the right side. I want it on the left side. So I'm going to just drag this direction slider over, and let me make it a little bigger so I can see. I'm gonna move it over until I get to a place where I'm happy. I'm looking at this G, this part of the G right here. So I just want it to line up just slightly. Okay. And then you can even choose how much it offsets. So I'm just going to do, I don't want to do too much like this. I do want it thick, but I'm going to show you how I can make it thicker. But I'm going to, let's see, do it at 60. So now my focus point is right here where this O is. I'm going to just try to close that gap so none of the white is showing. Good. The next thing, I'm going to leave the blur alone, but you can blur the shadow. I'm going to change the color to this pink, but you see it's kind of light, and it's because the transparency is set at 40. So if you want it the true color that it is, you can drag the slider over to 100, and that's that. This I'm going to change to the dark pink. Let me look at this size. It's 491, so I'm going to change this to match it, 491. And what I'm going to do is put it behind here to make it a thicker drop shadow. But right now, it's a top layer. I want it behind it. So I'm going to click on it, click position, and move it backwards. And then, now that will allow me to kind of line it up to make it even thicker. So I'm going to leave it right there. If you drag your mouse across your elements, you can group them together so that whenever I move it, it won't be separated. Oops. All right. So now I don't want the white space right here. So I kind of want it to be, you see this honey shirt? I want it to be solid. So I'm going to go and I'm going to have to get creative, because if I put another layer, it won't align as well. So what I'm going to do is actually add a circle. I'm going to make it into an oval so that I fill in these empty these empty spaces. Actually, let me put this over here so I can pull from it. That means I'm going to just keep duplicating it so I don't have to do the extra step of adding a circle and resizing it and changing the color. Now, the only reason why I'm doing this is because Canva doesn't have the option to like drop the color into some platforms. There's like a little dropper where you can fill in real quick or color in or fill in space. Canva doesn't have that option, so that's the reason why I'm doing this hack right now, to fill in the background. So once you place it where you want, you're going to position it to the back. See? And it fills it in. So let me do that again. Position backwards. So it fills in that white space. Let's do that again. Position backwards, and then this little one right here. So this takes lots of resizing, because if you don't use the word good in your design, you'll have to figure out what shapes and what size works for you. So I like it. I'm going to leave it. Oh, wait, right here. I want to fill in this gap right here where the D is. So instead of the circle, because it's rounded, I'm going to choose a square and do the exact same thing. There. I'm very happy with that, so I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't need this anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remember those 2 layers of the word good. I'm going to ungroup it because it won't allow me to group extra elements within something that's already grouped. So I had to ungroup it to select every single thing. So all of my ovals in this rectangle, I want to group it together. So now I can resize and everything will stay in its place. So what you're going to watch now is I'm going to do the same thing with the next word, but I'm going to speed it up a little. So that what you can do is just add your mock-up, add it to your mock-up and see how it looks. So let me just grab this one. So once you download it with the transparent background, you can upload it, or if you just want to pull it from up here, you can just select all and then copy and paste it down at the bottom. But I did it as an image, and that's pretty much it. So if you guys like this tutorial or any of the others that we have done on this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like it, and tag us if you decide to try any of these tips for your t-shirt designs.